Hello, I'm Gallant Skink, and today I'm going to be building a park with only intelligent dinosaurs. I decided, you know what would be more fitting for an arrival point than a college, so I built this place, Jurassic University. I hope you like it, because it took a little while to build. Now, in case you aren't aware what the intelligent trait actually is, it pretty much makes dinosaurs a pain to deal with. So right now I'm pretty much getting the last few buildings I need down. I guess we can have the science center like right here. That looks nice. So the intelligent trait only applies to carnivores, and of those it's the larger carnivores. Now I think since I enabled some like gene modification stuff, I might be able to apply it to smaller carnivores. I'm not sure exactly how that works though. So right now we only have 2 staff on campus. Right here is Professor Fossilton, logistics major, and she's gonna get us all those dinosaur bones. And right here, a familiar face, Mr. No Hands, now Professor No Hands, who is a genetics specialist. Really goes to prove that if you put in a little effort, you can accomplish anything, even with no hands. Oh, and we'll actually have to send them both to get this Alberto DNA, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem, although if you look at our funds, they're going down pretty quick. Fortunately, we got this challenge, increased the rating to 0.5 stars. That shouldn't be hard at all, so we're just gonna go with this one. And we can go ahead and begin our first enclosure as well. And while we don't have that much money, I am going to be building with these heavy fences. I'm going to try not to go too overboard with this enclosure though. Alright, let's hope that we get some minerals with this expedition, because if we didn't, we're going to be in big trouble. Okay, yes, only worth 90,000, but hey, I'll take it. So let's see, if I go to modify genome, traits, yeah, so I can't artificially increase the intelligence trait. I thought you could maybe in previous games, but I'm hoping this guy qualifies for it. Alright, so we got 2 eggs here. None of them are intelligent. So, yep, we gotta discard these. Alright, there we go. Needy and intelligent. I'll take it. And what? We don't have enough welfare? That's crazy. I thought Alberto would be an easy start. And I really hate having to upgrade my scientists because the college is not doing well right now. Guess I gotta increase those student loans if I'm gonna make some money. But there we go. Alberto is cooking up. It's gonna take a total of 5 minutes, but hopefully that will be just in time. So I'm gonna start getting some amenities down in preparation. Alright, time for the moment of truth with only $500,000 remaining. Our first Smarty Pants dinosaur. Now I made sure to include plenty of prey feeders because that'll keep it distracted. And I've heard that it's best to use like the observation towers versus having the guests right here. For now, I'm just gonna see if it can work out with this kind of standard enclosure design though. So let's see, wetland, arid, barren. Got it. Oh, more guests are desperate to visit the site, but your security team have put a cap on guest count. Relax security, more guests, more revenue, or don't relax security. Well, I see benefits for this one and not for this one, so I'm gonna be doing this. Also, security is overrated. Oh, and looky here, the guests are arriving and phasing through the door, but hey. So while intelligent dinosaurs are annoying and they break out all the time, they drive up appeal a lot. And it's kind of messed up if you think about it. The guests are like, nah, I don't want regular animals. I want something that is near sentient. That way I know that it's unhappy. But really, I'm not complaining because it's already making me a lot of dough. And now that I have that money, I'm gonna start getting down some maintenance posts. I didn't have these initially just because we were kind of short on funds. But now we can start kind of spending this money. And I think I should go ahead and lay down a few rules that I have for this challenge. You may be thinking, you know, why not use the invisible fences or use these scenery fences which cost nothing and it cannot break out of. But, you know, if I did stuff like that, then it wouldn't really be much of a challenge at all. So I'm limiting myself to the heavy fences. as the most protection I can have. And really, I don't think that's gonna be enough once we get some of the larger dinosaurs in here. But I remember, I think it's Jurassic World Evolution 2, I had an exhibit with intelligent Dilophosaurs, which are some of the smallest carnivores that can actually be intelligent. And they don't have too lofty of a size requirement for their enclosure. So I think I should be able to fit some in here just fine. And for this one, I'll probably use viewing platforms just because of its kind of weird location. So yeah, right there we get directly into the center of the enclosure. That's exactly what I like to see. So I got some Dilophosaur eggs here. We have intelligent, intelligent, not intelligent, intelligent, and intelligent. Alrighty. And then I'm going to do a little bit of prep for this enclosure. I'm pretty sure Dilophosaurs, they just like a little bit of open area, a little bit of woodland, meat. Pretty easy stuff, really. So I'm just dropping them all in because I didn't really need another hatchery and I didn't have room for one either. Oh, they want wetland, huh? Alright, we can give them a little bit of that. And my, look how happy they are. And I even got another prey feeder, so they have 3 goats running around here at all times. So they should be very satisfied. Oh no. Okay, it says target found outside enclosure. So I think they're looking at some of these guests and thinking, you know what? I don't want to eat goats. I want that. Hey idiot, I think you're gonna have to jump a little bit higher than that. I think the solution to this might just be more goats. So here, let's put just a lot more goats in here. There you go. You happy now? Now, I like to use the procedurally generated islands in this game because I think you get some cool results. And this island I chose specifically because it has this neat archipelago over here. So, what I'm going to do is anytime we get something like an Indominus Rex or just something big, scary, we're gonna have it on one of these. That way, if they break out, at least they're not gonna mess up this whole situation over here, and we can kind of just get it under control. And yeah, there's a few dinos like that. So we have the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor, and this mutt, the Scorpius Rex. Now I've been looking at the appeal ratings, and of course this one's the lowest. Looks like a little mutant mutt creature. But surprisingly, the Indoraptor has higher appeal than the Indominus Rex, which I didn't think would be the case. But I'm almost leaning more towards the Indominus Rex, just because if you look at its likes and dislikes, it can actually cohabitate with Velociraptors, which I believe they can have the intelligent trait, it's just not a super high chance. So I got this island flattened out over here, but I'm not going to do the Indominus Rex first. I thought about it a little bit. If I get the Indominus Rex, then it's just going to drive up appeal a ton, and it's kind of going to make the other dinosaurs obsolete. So I'm probably going to save that one for last. Now, I actually got the idea for this challenge from my comment section. I don't know if that user wants their name known, but they did suggest that they want a baryonyx that's intelligent named Buttercup. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, the baryonyx is a greasy specimen. It likes to live in dirty little swamp biomes. So I'm getting this cypress wetland. It's probably the best looking swamp biome. They all look terrible. There's no getting around that. Oh, great. One of our Dilophosaurs has a disease. Let's get the medical team. Now, how much do you want to bet this is a result of climbing up the fence over and over? Injured sprain. Oh, you don't say. Cause attacking enclosure. Yeah. You learn your lesson, little buddy? Probably not. You know, this actually gave me a great idea. Like, if we were just to break all of our Dilophosaur's legs, like one leg each, so they can still get around the enclosure, but they can't break out, that would be optimal. Unfortunately, this game doesn't give you the freedom to do that, so, You know what? That's a feature that I'm going to be requesting for Jurassic World Evolution 4. Also, how fitting that the baryonyx is found in the UK. I bet it loves consuming eel pies and the like. Absolutely disgusting behavior. Alrighty, here comes Buttercup. Even looks like a buttercup too. It's all yellow looking. Now, I included 2 viewing platforms which pretty much capture the whole enclosure. It wasn't really out of concern of it breaking out, more it was just convenient because we don't have much space to work with. But hopefully we get an added benefit of Buttercup not trying to break out. And you know what? We will even add a hotel right here. Oh, also, I almost forgot. Let's go ahead. Buttercup. Perfect. I actually forget you can name dinos in this game. So if you have any name ideas or just want one named after yourself, just tell me in the comments. And while I was looking at the amenities, I would make the most money from fossilized ammonites, but since this is a university, we're going to be selling books. Now, you may have noticed that we actually have another monorail station right here. So I'm going to clear out this island, and yeah, this is going to need a lot of flattening. And after looking at the list, I think I'm going to go for the Eutyrannus, or Hairy Rex, as some call it. Now, I am actually going to be breaking my own rules for this Eutyrannus exhibit, although I don't think that's too big of an issue since, yeah, we're pretty rich. We're past really the hard part of this challenge. But the Eutyrannus is actually one of the few carnivores known to be able to tolerate pretty cold temperatures. I really like Ark's interpretation of the Eutyrannus, where it limits them to the Arctic regions of the map. And, you know, I could have just had snow with the regular fence, but the concept of a snow dome is way too cool to pass up. So let's go ahead and release this guy, and it's gonna look really weird. Just wait and see. Oh, you can't even see the creature. That's perfect. Now, once more water and more pasture, and also more population. I didn't know that they were that social of a creature. So let's see what we can get for pasture. I guess we can do this taiga. And it also kind of makes more sense. It's not like this guy just loved going out in heavy snow. It's more of it could tolerate a small amount of snow over the course of the year. So yeah, we can make this more like that. I actually kind of like this better. But I'm going to go ahead and get this guy some friends. That way its comfort level is at 100%, even if it can't do anything to break out. Oh, dang, it just drew that goat. I was just thinking we can actually add one of these remote viewing galleries into the enclosure, and I think that's really going to step this place up a notch. And to go with the snow theme, we'll go for this alpine entrance. Perfect. But now we have 3 of them, and they're all enjoying this enclosure. I don't know why this one says it needs a status check, and the others don't. Maybe it's because it's been here longer. I thought they were able to still get status checks on these dinos. Maybe not. But now I'm going to go ahead and prepare for the star attraction of this park. That, of course, being the Indominus Rex. By far the most notorious example of a high-intelligence dinosaur. And you know, at first I was thinking about putting raptors in here. I'm not really gonna bother, though. And I'm really surprised how well this challenge has gone. The Alberto hasn't even tried to break out once. And, well, the Dilos are still trying, but I don't think they're ever gonna make it. I think maybe in the future I'll retry this challenge just without all the research being unlocked. So I'll have to go out of my way to research these heavy fences and stuff like that. I think that'd make it more challenging. Oh, new challenges? This one's gonna be easy. Indominus Rex has to be worth $82,000 for a photo, right? And maybe it's not worth that much on its own, but certainly if it eats a goat and I take a picture of it, then it'll be worth it. Now, oh, okay, there it is. Backing up, backing up. Now you go find a goat, okay? Where's a goat at? Can I chase this thing? Come on. Go towards the Rex. And, okay, this might be an interesting photo. What's this? Target found outside enclosure. That's what it was saying about the Dilophosaurs. And we all know what they tried to do. Now, the question is this thing actually going to be able to break out these heavy fences? Uh-oh. That's not good. Did you just ram the fence? Yes, you did. Although it's just headbutting it. I'm not sure how that's actually... Oh my... I've spoken too soon. You know, I may have underestimated the power of the Indominus Rex. And for that, I am sorry. Alright, everybody. The shelter is open. And some of these people are running away from it for some reason. Ranger team. Or capture team, whatever. Tranquilize, please. Footage of the recent outbreak is spreading fast and could be a big issue for the site. Oh my, it even gives us a picture of the Indominus Rex. And look, it's even green now. The Jolly Green Giant. We're gonna put it back in here. And, seeing as the main way I know to deter it from escaping is prey, we're gonna add like 50,000 goats to this enclosure. That's a good amount of goats, right? Now, who has a disease? Oh, you do. Dang it, now I need to get a paleo-medical facility here. Just a second. Oh, it swallowed a phone. I think I have to knock this thing out again then, don't I? Yeah, tranquilize and transport to medical facility. Tranquilize you. And, oh, it's trying to break out again. And what? Like, I realized that the reason it opened is it ran out of power, but I think it's a lot more funny to think that somebody called the wrong door and it just opened up and let out the Rex. Alright, transporting it back. We're gonna give you one more opportunity to be here, okay? And, oh my, it's getting shook around like a rag doll. Why don't you go eat some goats, buddy, okay? Oh, great. It's walking back towards this side. Let's see what it does. Are you gonna break out? Really? Actually, that time, she just broke the fence and then just walked off. Maybe it's intelligent after all. Anyways, I think that's about it for this challenge. And I gotta say, you know, Indominus Rex, maybe not worth it. It's just gonna try to break out unless you get a lot of these viewing platforms that are farther away. However, for creatures like the Alberto, the Dilos, the smaller threats, I think it's worth it just for the appeal rating. Yep, here we go again. Opening up the gate. Oh, political figure fatality. Yes, accept the offer. Always. Another 2 in a row. Yes, accept the offer. This thing's actually generating more profit by being escaped than by just being in its enclosure. Let's see if it eats another political figure. Seems to like politicians. Let's see. What party are you a member of? Oh, okay, that one wasn't a politician. Oh, but it's going viral. Deny. Alright, seeing as we're nearing the end of this video, there's only one thing we can do. Yeah, you see, I installed a little chip in this thing's brain that tells it to target anyone with unpaid student loan debt. And let's just say this program has been highly effective. As always, take care, and I will see you in the next video.